If you want to provide extra support for ThunderBuddy01 Productions, become an official ThunderBuddy superfan. For just $2.99 a month, you will get access to exclusive emojis, get a cool badge next to your name, and other cool perks such as shoutouts and priority replies to your comments. Join now with the link in the top of the description. Wow, holy shit, it's been a while since the last episode, hasn't it? Allow me to explain some things before we begin. First and foremost, I would like to apologize for the incredibly long gap between Absolute Zero and this episode. This episode took a really long time to create and analyze, partially due to the scenario's length. Alongside this, it may not appear as such, as I'm not usually the one to disclose my emotions and whatnot on video, but a lot of my motivation to make these types of videos has been rapidly declining, mostly due to college. Midterms for me finished up in mid-October, and depending on when this video goes out, I'll probably be getting a ton of work done in anticipation for final projects and exams. And don't even get me started on the people asking me in live streams and the comments section about this series. Yes, I enjoy making it, don't get me wrong, but if you know the basic fundamentals of content creation, pestering a creator to make more of a certain type of video will only hinder the production process. But I don't want to make this video's intro a negativity cesspool. I already deal with enough negativity in my social media life as it is. So let's get to the second point I wanted to address. I wanted to give a massive shout out to everyone who participated in this video's production. As I mentioned previously, this video is one I really wanted to work on, not only because of the insane amount of support I've received in my community tab, but also because those who contributed had really close connections to the hydrokinetic daughter of a bitch that's featured in this video. I mean, holy sh**, she did so much manipulation that not even the scenario's lore covered. But I won't say much else here, I don't want to spoil the surprise. With that out of the way, let's sit down and destroy some fucking scenarios. The following presentation is for entertainment and joking purposes only. If you can't take a joke, then either grow a pair of balls, or don't watch this video. Profanity, although censored, will be present in this video. Viewer discretion is advised, or not. It's not my fault if you let your 5-year-old son watch this video. YouTube Kids and content filtration exist for a reason. ThunderBuddy01 means no ill intent with any comments or references made, unless you are an exiled member of a community. If you are a person who was exiled from a community within the past 5,000 years, then no mercy will be shown, because f*** you. As with the original content, the link will be in the description. There will be spoilers, unless you watched the video already. If you did, then good for you. Take some head pats and a bitch slap to the face, because you're about to watch me rip this video a new asshole.
Hey, if we're underwater, how could there be a...
Way to blend your scenario with aquarium materials with that title. 3 motherfucking times now with this copyrighted material. When will you ever fucking learn? God help me, this shit is 2 hours long. Wait a minute, what's that in the description box? Wait, remember what the phone simp said, don't go too crazy on this encounter. That font is uglier than Harry Styles. And Harry Styles is fucking ugly. I mean seriously, could you even imagine why Taylor Swift would want to be held by this dude? He looks like the genetically mutated offspring of Mr. Krabs and Dick Wolf. Unfortunately, some people underestimate the true power of floods. Looking right the f*** at you, New York City.
Really? I didn't know floodwaters could take people.
Way to state the obvious, not like you've done that enough times in the last 2 scenarios I gruesomely roasted. That's called taking a big steaming piss in an overflowing toilet bowl. Or in Michael's case, straight up missing the bowl, and getting the piss all over the fucking floor. God damn it, now I'm gonna have to clean that shit up. That water isn't killing my Splatoon persona in this scene. Oh yes, just like rising heat. Scenario is Halloween-centered, but yet the date is the day before.
Look, Mr. Scansoft Tom, this scenario actually lasts into Halloween Day. Not sure if you were aware of that.
God f***ing damn it.
Good morning, Kentuckiana.
F***ing finally, voice actors aren't conveniently doing reports for their home states.
Authorities in the area say that... Alright, and we just got a new warning from the National Weather Service over the wire.
Did you learn nothing from Absolute Zero? Radio stations have their index muted, and there's no way in that newscasters will pay that much attention to the index going off.
The National Weather Service in Louisville has issued a flash flood warning for.
Normally I'd add 50 cents, because Paul took my job, but I'm gonna let this slide. Fun fact, this was actually the first scenario made by Michael, to feature the actual voice text Paul. This made scenarios 1,000 times more realistic, not just for Michael, but for multiple EAS creators like myself and ShadowFrost88. Yes you do. Now shut up with the obvious text cards, and get on with it.
We have also received reports of water rescues taking place in some neighborhoods in Jefferson County due to the rapidly rising water, as well as many cars being stranded on flooded roadways. Even some fatalities unfortunately being reported due to people drowning and being swept away from the rushing water. Traffic in areas across the county have come to a halt due to road closures because of this situation.
It hasn't even been 5 fucking minutes into the video itself. Are you seriously that lazy?
This is an urgent message from the National Weather Service in Louisville. Please stand by.
How about you stand by my
Flash flood emergency for downtown Louisville.
flash flood emergency due to challenge pissing? Rudy Octoling would approve.
At 8:46 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the public reported major flash flooding across the Louisville metropolitan area with several roads closed due to high water. Concentrated amounts of over 6 to 7 inches of rain have fallen in the area over the past hour. Several water rescue crews have been deployed as many people have been caught in flooding in their vehicles.
Man, you're really milking voice text Paul Sutters really damn well, aren't you?
What the hell was that, Tom?
Hey oh, what the f*** when did you get here?
Are you saying that I'm a cow?
Well, look at yourself. You have thousands upon thousands of yottabytes of neo-speech bloatware. Me on the other hand, 250 pounds of Scansoft muscle backed by 1 terabyte of awesomeness. This is why CRS will forever be superior to the BMH. Now get out of here, you're interrupting my video.
Repeating, major and historic flooding is occurring in downtown Louisville. Residents are encouraged to evacuate the area and stay away from the area until the water recedes.
I really doubt this would go in the precautionary/preparedness actions heading. Given the formatting of the flash flood warnings prior to the conversion to the impact-based warning template, this probably could have gone in either the line before the locations affected, or before the flash flood emergency declaration line. Correction, we have an F, W, E. Use the proper terminology. Also, you say that this was unexpected. Bitch, you literally created this scenario by yourself. How could you say something you made was unexpected?
Tom, do you realize that Play Ranger 143 worked on this scenario with someone else?
Wait, someone worked with him on this?
Miss VR collaborated with him on this scenario.
What? The actual did you say?
You know what? Put that slim button in the overdrive.
Sorry Encounter, but I must. Upton, New York supremacy. Take away one sin.
You're listening to NOAA's All Hazards Radio, station WXM80 in Riverhead. This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service Forecast Office located on the grounds of Brookhaven National Laboratory in Upton, New York.
Normally I'd sin this part for being inaccurate, but this was made prior to figuring out that each National Weather Service office had individual phonetic adjustments for certain words. Special shout out to these people on the screen for figuring out these phonemes. They'll definitely be helpful in the future.
The current time is 4:31 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
And this, folks, is an accurate representation of my radio collection exploding like Chernobyl.
The National Weather Service in Upton, New York has issued a flash flood warning for.
Be right back busting a nut over this realism.
Repeating, a flash flood warning has been issued until 9 p.m. for the following counties: in Connecticut, Fairfield, Middlesex, New Haven, and New London. The current time is 4:33 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The National Weather Service in Upton, New York has issued a flash flood warning for southwestern New London County, central Fairfield County, New Haven County, Middlesex County.
No shit, Upton's getting involved. The last warning was relayed over WXM 80 from Riverhead, New York. How convenient. Clay's house is featured in Clay's scenario where Clay's receiving Clay's main station for Clay to play with Clay. Clay. But I can see a unicorn leaping off the top of the Democratic Communist Radar Penguin Society, and my ass is growing to the size of a globe near Gilskull. Battle time nibble. I really need to take a Praetorianus Penguin Diarrhea Pizza. Genesis Pahablando and Dre Verschieden and Holy shit, talk about something fucking different. When was the last time actual radios were featured in scenarios?
Near Linwood, North Carolina, operating on a Service in Greenville, Spartanburg has issued a flash flood warning for McDowell County in western North Carolina, Mitchell County in western North Carolina, Avery County in western North Carolina, Buncombe County in western North Carolina, eastern Yancey County in western North Carolina, northwestern Burke County in western North Carolina, until 10:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:32 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Doppler...
No, that my friend is called. Learn to check your fucking script before compiling it into an audio file. Jesus fucking Christ, that warning was nearly 3.5 minutes long. Maybe getting the 2-minute timer was a good thing. Also, this wasn't a live voice alert, so why is the pause in between the EOM and the broadcast so short?
McDowell County in western North Carolina.
Can you stop pointing out the obvious Funny Ohio man would approve.
This is NOAA Weather, All Hazards Radio Station WXJ46, Miamisburg, Ohio. Broadcasting on a... The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a flash flood warning for...
Press F to pay respects to the pause after the letter A, and alerts issued by Wilmington. I mean seriously, who misses when CRS did this? The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a flash flood warning for... Is this really natural? Did you fucking forget the title sequence?
Flash flood emergency for downtown Mason. At 8:10 p.m., local law enforcement reported flash flood emergency for downtown Mason. The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a flash flood warning for southwestern Warren County.
Something's really going on here. Yeah, Dr. Eggman took a piss on the moon.
Pingas!
Desperate attempt to avoid copyright, Part 2.
The National Weather Service in the Twin Cities has issued a flash flood warning for
Minnesota is overrated. Changed my mind.
This is NOAA Weather Radio Station KXI 89. This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service office in Peachtree City and is transmitted from Eatonton on a frequency of 162.525 MHz. The KXI 89 listening area includes the following counties: Baldwin, Bibb, Butts.
Lol, I feel bad for the people who live in Butts County, Georgia. They must take it's really good, if you know what I mean. Wink wink, nudge nudge.
Walton. Visit our website at weather.gov/. The National Weather Service in Peachtree City has issued a flash flood warning for
Okay, this sounds way too fast for Peachtree City.
Spalding County in West Central Georgia, Mid County in Central Georgia, Fayette County in North Central Georgia, Monroe County in Central Georgia, Western Clark County in Northeastern Georgia, Jones County in Central Georgia, Newton County in North Central Georgia, Oconee County in Northeastern Georgia, Baldwin County in Central Georgia, Barrow County in North Central Georgia, Morgan County in North Central Georgia, Twiggs County in Central Georgia, Henry County in North Central Georgia, Greene County in East Central Georgia, Clayton County in North Central Georgia, Jasper County in Central Georgia, DeKalb County in North Central Georgia, Gwinnett County in North Central Georgia, Butts County in Central Georgia, Rockdale County in North Central Georgia, Wilkinson County in Central Georgia, Putnam County in Central Georgia, Walton County in North Central Georgia, Fulton County in North Central Georgia, Lamar County in West Central Georgia, until 4 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Damn, Mother Nature really had to go to the bathroom, if flash flood warnings are getting that big.
Multiple fatalities have already been reported with rising water in a large portion of the warned area. As flood waters continue to rise, complete inundation of residences is almost certain.
Bro, who the f pissed off the challenge pisser to kill so many people in the first half hour of this scenario storyline?
Experienced flooding include the following reports of weather, temperature, and wind were taken at
That's what she said.
Here is a public information statement from the National Weather Service. Localized to extensive flooding is causing extreme to catastrophic damage in and around the city of Louisville.
What the f? Why are tornado sirens going off? This isn't Twister Trouble 6, damn it.
Watch that. Obliterate the greater Bridgeport, Connecticut area.
Ned Lamont already did that, thank you very much.
Casualties have also been reported in the area, and county services are being stretched to the limit. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Jefferson County Emergency Management.
Excuse me again, gonna go bust a nut, because of how realistic this sounds now.
Mandatory evacuations have been issued for residents downstream of the McAlpine Locks and Dam near Louisville, Kentucky. Extremely dangerous to deadly flash flooding has compromised the structural integrity of the dam, prompting a severe risk of significant to historic flooding occurring downstream.
Just damn the damn dam, god damn it.
Effect until further notice. This is for your safety. All residents living below the falls of the Ohio River should evacuate now.
Sounds awfully familiar to an alert, issued on May 30th, 2018, am I right?
The dam is already showing several cracks along the main face according to dam engineers.
Since when did societal structures have the ability to smoke some of that good shit?
The last reported flood stage of the dam was 53.2 inches, which is just 2 inches below the maximum level of 55.2 inches.
2 inches below the maximum of what? Please specify this.
The water is expected to slowly rise through the overnight,
possibly topping the flood wall by 4 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Once this occurs, extreme to catastrophic flooding will commence downstream, carving a path of destruction.
This is an emergency alert, not a storybook.
This is a life-threatening situation.
Oh boy, here we go with this line again.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Jefferson County Emergency Management.
I'm not gonna be singing this part, but something just came to mind since this is in Louisville. Why wasn't the Metro Safe involved? I swear, I remember hearing CRS bulletins that originated from the Louisville Metro Safe. Here's a bulletin from April 3, 2015 to back up my statement. Kentucky Emergency Management Agency and Louisville Metro Safe ask that people living within a half-mile radius of the General Electric factory on 4000 Bootle Bank Road in Louisville shelter in place until the all-clear is given. Missed opportunity there, if I'm honest.
Near Louisville, Kentucky. Extremely dangerous.
Damn, the dam is on the damn verge of failing. Now the dam will bust a damn nut and flood the whole damn city. Damn dams, always damming something.
Flood emergency for Mitchell County, including the city of Spruce Pine.
How convenient.
The National Weather Service in Greenville-Spartanburg has issued a flash flood warning for Mitchell County in western North Carolina, northern McDowell County in western North Carolina, until 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 3:23 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Emergency Management reported the entire half of the city of Spruce Pine is completely submerged with over 5 feet of water on most roadways.
Excuse me, how the f did 5 feet of water fall in the span of 10 hours?
Well-built structures have completely collapsed as a result. Casualties have also been reported. The high water is practically submerging the city within minutes. Residents are advised to evacuate the area immediately to save your life. Leave now and do not hesitate. Automobiles have been completely stranded. Numerous streams and creeks along with major rivers in the area have risen entirely out of their banks, causing more ponding of water in urban areas. County services are unbelievably strained as this event unfolds. Police and county officials are quite literally trying their best to evacuate as many people as possible.
Doom and gloom cliché.
We just got another one, man.
Late radio activation is late, adding one sin.
Double header. Double header.
Watch as every Michael Simp screams as his voice is heard.
Oh my god, it's Clay. New video on free.
Shut the f up, you damn children.
Double header.
Has issued a flash flood warning for McDowell County in western North Carolina until 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 3:25 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Emergency Management reported additional heavy rain moving into the warned area, causing significant impacts countywide. Flash flooding and landslides are already occurring. This is a flash flood emergency for McDowell County, including the cities of Marion and Old Fort. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Seek higher ground now.
F, F, W, E. Say it right.
Old Fort, Lake James State Park, Lake James, Nebo, Pleasant Gardens, Glenwood, Ashford, Woodlawn, and Sugar Hill. Emergency Management reports numerous areas of flash flooding and landslides across the county.
That moment when warnings are being copied and pasted into scenarios.
Be especially cautious at night when it is harder to recognize the dangers of flooding.
This is just like May 30th.
Runoff.
No f***ing Sherlock.
When it is safe to do so, please report flood waters or landslides flowing over roads or threatening property to the National Weather Service by calling toll-free.
Extra credit for the inclusion of WEAS that don't interrupt the viewing experience.
city of Spruce Pine.
Wow, way to absolutely murder that radio speaker.
The National Weather Service in Spartanburg had...
What the fuck was that?
September 1st, 2021 would like to have a word with you.
Saturated and cannot absorb any flood waters that occur. Some locations that will experience flooding include flash flood emergency for unprecedented, catastrophic, life-threatening flash flooding.
That is not a valid AWIPS flash flood emergency header. Locations expected to experience catastrophic flash flooding should go on that line.
The National Weather Service in Peachtree City has issued a flash flood warning for Spalding County in west central Georgia, Bibb County in central Georgia, Fayette County in north central Georgia, Monroe County in central Georgia, Western Clark County in northeastern Georgia, Jones County in central Georgia, Newton County in north central Georgia, Oconee County in northeastern Georgia, Baldwin County in central Georgia, Barrow County in north central Georgia, Morgan County in north central Georgia, Twiggs County in central Georgia, Henry County in north central Georgia.
In the county of Monroe, Georgia, in the town of Putnam, on the intersection of Rockdale Street, Tulliver Avenue, Walton Road and Oconee Boulevard, Baldwin's bib consisted of Henry Lamar Jones butts getting it on with Jasper Morgan Newton's Green Hancock. Sounds like a better storyline than the stupid cloud-chasing bitch who, quote-unquote, collaborated with Michael could have done.
At 3:34 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, rising water was flowing in a large portion of the warned area. Numerous locations have reported standing, rising water across the warned area, with multiple water rescues going on in the worst-hit areas. Multiple residences have reported complete inundation up to the attics of their foundations. Fatalities have already been reported. Record flash flooding will continue throughout the morning hours, and will render places uninhabitable for an extended period.
Again, how the f*** did so much water fall in such a short period of time?
This is a flash flood emergency for an area ranging from Atlanta to Lawrenceville to Watkinsville to Milledgeville to Macon.
You could have put that in the beginning headline of the alert instead of being vague like most modern-day education facilities.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Georgia Emergency Management Agency and various county sheriff offices.
Imagine the Georgia Emergency Management Agency actually pushing bulletins to no-weather radio. Oh wait, I can't say that now. Who knows if Peachtree City has cab handler installed and actively being used.
Widespread, unprecedented, life-threatening flash flooding continues to unfold across north and central Georgia, with the worst-hit areas being Atlanta, Athens, Madison, Macon, and Milledgeville.
Way to copy the flash flood emergency issued minutes before this bulletin came out. KXI89 be like, hey baby. Oh, for crying out loud, is everything gonna glitch out now? Oh man, that was a good shit. Wait, what happened?
The Asheville, North Carolina climate summary for yesterday, as of 4:35 p.m., October 30th, 2019.
Great climate summary there, GSP. Now take this sandwich full of same headers, go to the nearest bridge, and shit off of it.
This emergency will be lifted if the dam is determined to be safe, as dam inspectors will evaluate the dam during daylight hours. This is for your safety. All residents living below Lake Tahoma should evacuate now.
Copy pasta, EAS edition.
As this dismal event unfolds, several witnesses are reporting a strange individual roaming throughout the streets of Marion, pointing her arms and hands forward in the direction of the floods, appearing to make them worse every second.
Okay, last I checked, this wasn't asshole uses psychic capabilities to generate natural abilities. Cliché number 40,069. This was supposed to be a scenario with lore, for fuck's sake.
Yeah sure, just barge in, and take over the microphone, not like I was using it or anything.
Shut the fuck up, it's Microsoft Sam time. By the way, I'm speaking on behalf of Shadow Frost 88, in case you couldn't tell. I have a few choice words for this scenario as well.
Fine, but don't expect any complimentary tacos after this episode.
This individual is described as a white female.
Jesus Christ, here we go again with the sirens.
5 feet 2 inches tall, weighing 170 pounds, with long dark blonde hair, blue eyes, and was last seen wearing a black dress with a light blue cardigan, no shoes, with an anklet noted to be on her right foot, a glass pendant with a light blue flower, with a diamond band across her forehead. She also has a tattoo shown on the upper part of her chest that seems to be in the form of the Japanese symbol for water, and is noted to have her makeup done with long eyelashes, blue eyeshadow, and light blue sparkly lips. In addition, witnesses have reported this individual to be surrounded by a light blue glow as she causes these extremely deadly floods. This individual is dangerous and should not be approached by any means. All residents are strongly encouraged to obey any and all orders given by the proper authorities. Please stand by, as an immediate evacuation will now be transmitted, describing exact flood-prone locations that should be evacuated now. Do not turn off your weather radio yet.
I doubt that this would be said in an actual has collect text file, but carry on.
The following message is transmitted at the request of McDowell County Emergency Management and the North Carolina Emergency Management Agency. Mandatory evacuations are currently underway for residents living downstream of Lake Tahoma Dam due to extremely catastrophic rainfall, as well as forest flooding being caused by a dangerous unknown individual. This is for your safety. All residents living below Lake Tahoma should evacuate now.
Again, copy pasta, EAS edition. How about I don't fear you, and you go back to cloud chasing your significant others like your flaming counterpart did? In the meantime, make my fucking sandwich, damn it.
Derek, what just happened?
Stereotypical female National Weather Service employee isn't my girlfriend in this scene.
You realize she's taken in real life, right?
This is a fucking CinemaSins knockoff. What the f would you expect?
I'm not sure, Ashley. Looks like the BMH system has just glitched out.
I think it's way more than that, sir. Our transmitter is completely inoperable. Nothing is going out or coming in.
And you wonder why nobody has sex these days?
Sex. Overrated to high hell.
Oh, absolutely.
We have lost all power.
Well, shoot. That's not good. I did hear some weird glitches on the station before we lost power.
What weird glitches?
I heard the station glitch really hard to the point that our entire system completely reset itself. Now it will not power on. I also heard a weird voice in the background after the system shut off saying, "Fear me," in a very slow and scary way.
Oh. That already sounds creepy. I wonder what caused that. Let's see if we can get the systems back up and running.
That's the problem, Ashley. It is not letting me turn it on.
Damn, this just proves that no weather radio stations do not make good sexual partners.
We should do a factory reset then.
Yeah, good call there. Starting factory reset.
Hopefully this will correct any and all issues from here on out.
I really hope so. After this glitch, I'm pretty sure the firmware of the system has been somewhat damaged.
You backed up the stock firmware before this, right?
Yes, I did. So if the firmware got damaged, we can just restore it entirely.
Good.
Alright, finally. It's turning on again.
Yes.
All systems are now operational.
Alrighty, we did it.
Problem is, yeah, just as I thought, the firmware got corrupted somewhat.
Remind me to ask National Weather Service employees on how BMH corruption would actually happen. In fact, I'd be more than willing to show them this scenario to have them rate the realism on this.
Darn. That means we cannot transmit for a while. Alright then. Just put out a public information statement and send it to all the transmitters covered by GSP.
Slight problem. While statements are typically generated through text programs embedded in AWIPS and AFOS, if you were unable to transmit, how would the statement be relayed over all stations operated by your office? Once in for lack of logic.
Yes, ma'am. Understood. I will try to generate a custom public information statement using AWIPS.
Right. Do what you gotta do.
A major firmware corruption has occurred in one of the broadcast message handler systems used to transmit information over NOAA weather radio. An immediate evacuation has just recently been issued from McDowell County due to extremely catastrophic flooding, and was instantly transmitted over WXL 56 and WNG 538, which both cover McDowell County. After the alert finished relaying, the system on WXL 56's transmitter site started to glitch extremely, causing a severe firmware corruption. As a result, the NOAA weather radio all hazards transmitter known as WXL 56, broadcasting west of Asheville, will temporarily be off the air until further notice. Technicians have been notified about this outage and will restore service as soon as possible. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause our listeners. This is NOAA weather radio, all hazards, WNG 538 broadcasting from the top.
That, my friend, is what you call a public information statement, and it's not a good one either.
No this isn't a good statement. Though I think, if the BMH system got corrupted, I don't think any transmitter would be operational, let alone the ones at GSP. Also, a bit of an update. This particular part was scripted on September 29, 2021, and I had reached out to Michael regarding the sin I just added. The statement was sent to all GSP stations that had the capability to transmit. That was just a script error. I'm leaving the sin up though, because I'm lazy.
Did you hear what it said?
Yeah, I'm alive now, too.
Holy shit, it's the fiery he bitch with so many names that end in 88.
Well, I might have been able to find out why so much flooding is occurring. I might have found out why.
That actually reminds me of an incident when that occurred 5 years ago too.
What kind of incident?
There was a station in Gainesville, Florida, WXJ 60, that got knocked off the air due to what people had referred to as fires and whatnot. I take it a similar incident occurred 4 years later.
Yes. You're talking about the rampaging fires of 2014 and whatnot down in Florida?
You are correct.
I do believe, yeah. That's why I think this is all happening. I'll tell you why. I will tell you why.
Also in reference to the rampaging fires that occurred last year as well?
Oh, no. No. This is far worse than you think. This is far worse than you think. This is far worse than you think.
Okay. Go on.
You remember last year in April where those rampaging fires occurred in the eastern part of the United States?
Yes.
You know the person who chased me down, right?
Yes.
Presley.
Nobody cares about little Miss Pyrocynical quaffle bitch that's likely moved into the next person. Fuck. Last I checked she was still likely sucking off NGR's manager to remain there, as the world froze to death. Oh wait, wrong scenario. I could care less, this is still relevant.
Yes.
What you don't know is this. I was recording the event when I ran outside.
Mm-hmm.
I heard her, but I didn't get a clear view of her. But she was behind me. As soon as I got to a certain point, my camera went black. It shut off entirely. There's a good reason for that, too.
The battery died. Oh, wait.
Turns out, she has the power to temporarily brick electronics. She has electromagnetic pulse powers. I'm not kidding. And she knocked me unconscious for a couple of hours, and I went into this trance. And in that trance, Presley took control of my mind entirely and told me everything about her, what she is here for, and new enemies that are to come in the future.
So surreal, almost, as if that had actually happened.
She told me that the next occurrence like this would possibly occur once or twice this year. And I think it's happening now, because I'll tell you why.
Go on.
You may remember that her first location, right, which was now been confirmed by authorities and the government, right, since it occurred last year, you may remember that her first target was Evansville, Indiana, correct?
Yes.
Happened at around 8:38 a.m. in the morning, if I'm not mistaken. What is southeast of Evansville?
Louisville.
Correct. Louisville, Kentucky. Now here's the creepy bit. Where did the first location for flooding occur, which is happening right now? Where was that location?
Louisville.
Correct. I think when Presley torched Louisville, I think she woke up somebody that should have never been awoken in the first place.
When the quiet kid in the back speaks.
There's a damn good reason why I say that. There's a damn good reason why I have that claim. And I'll tell you why right now. You know how Presley has a fraternal twin sister named Ivy, correct?
Yes.
She told me she has a third sister.
You mean to tell me?
I'm not making this up. She has a third sister, and her name is Miss Valerie.
What the kind of name is Miss Valerie? Is that another character, or is it some asshole who eventually would go on to chase clout? I'm confused, they look exactly the same.
I will tell you why this is happening.
Address.
This must be the reason why. You cannot change my mind about this.
Okay, social justice warrior head.
She told me during their childhood together, along with Ivy, both Ivy and Presley have powers of fire. Miss Valerie had the power of water.
And your power is what? Water, of all things? Maybe, if you weren't such an asshole about it committing mass genocide, as a result of a poorly written lore point involving, oh, I don't fucking know, a sister of yours being a pyrokinetic that likely cloud chased. Oh wait, just like her real-life counterpart, huh? Real pathetic, if you think about it. Just another asshole with psychic capabilities committing mass genocide without any purpose. Cliché.
Water and fire do not mix together.
Don't need a whole lore section to tell me the most basic rules of science.
Look here, more cliches involving water. Bitch woke him up and now he's ready to spit fire faster than Machine Clown Kelly after getting blasted by both Slipknot and Eminem after being a petty bitch boy and attempting to make whack ass disses towards both of them. In fact, he should be called Clown Ass Kelly because of how whack his flow is in both rock and rap. He could never match up to Mike Shoutout either, even in that cover of Numb he did.
You are seeing it here first, the official behind-the-scenes revival of Thunderbird's 202A.
So I think, at some point during the course of their childhood, they permanently went against each other. And since that day, they have been sworn enemies. And I think when Presley first arose last year and torched Evansville, then went straight down to Louisville, I think she has awoken.
Wait a minute. That brings me to another point, Michael. Remember how I mentioned that incident in Florida?
Yes. Fort Pierce, 2014?
Fort Pierce?
Yes, Fort Pierce, 2014.
Jacksonville, Orlando, Ocala.
Oh, shit. I remember that.
I'm concerned that if... I'm gonna... Call me bold for saying this, but I'm concerned that if Miss Valerie hits Fort Pierce, he's been owning his pyro for a while, and if he reopens, considering how he knows the boiling point,
if he wakes up, we're all fucked.
If he wakes up, oh boy, I can tell she ain't gonna like it.
You want to know something else that I know? Presley knew that she was awake when she torched Louisville. She knew. And the next thing I'm about to say is going to make your jaw drop, JT.
Go on.
While Presley was torching Louisville, Miss Valerie was watching it all from her bedroom window. She knows who did it.
Presley, my friend, you should have never come here. Such a pity that sisters go against each other. I will get my revenge somehow. Just you wait.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about your involvement with a cloud-chasing, bastardizing waffle of a snatching bitch who's likely going to pop back up for some petty reason of revenge or some shit. Like, come the f*** on, that was literally the whole driving point of a completely different fraternal firestorm 2, originally intended to bring about lore, but no, it had to be ruined by 2 certain fourths of people who worked on it. Granted, I was developing my own lore for Blaze at the time, and Michael and I were conceiving ideas for a future installment, but holy f*** it was an extension of Fraternal Firestorm 1 at the end. Local bitch ass goes on rampage committing mass genocide, as if they were in some f***ing route of Undertale or something. You're not Frisk, and you're definitely not Blaze. If anything, you're more like a great value discount of a great value discount version of Blaze, and that's definitely saying something.
Speaking of Fraternal Firestorm, the pilot and sequel are next on the sin list. However, something to keep in mind is that these episodes take a lot of time to make. So please, on behalf of every creator out there, please be patient. I promise, more episodes are underway. You have my permission to saw off my balls with the chainsaw. That laugh is so cringe that I feel like I unwillingly lost my virginity.
Affirmative. Hold still, this will only hurt a little bit. Please assume the position.
Wait, what the fuck? I didn't actually mean it. Put that chainsaw down.
That's why they've been against each other for so long. They had opposing powers growing up. Fire and water don't mix. Miss Valerie is literally taking a similar path right now to what Presley did last year. Not only to North Carolina, but to the entire country itself.
Next thing you know, I set fire to the fucking rain with embers dropped so hard it'd scar even those who tried to grasp control of me, only to fail harder than this slippery bitch waffle-induced nugget who thought it'd be easier done than said to flood the country. Newsflash, it isn't. Have you not seen 2012 or fucking hard rain in that matter, or even read Firestarter? Last I checked, this wasn't some fucking heist in the midst of a hurricane.
No, not even. No. I may go one step further by saying this. Not even the entire country. No. The entire globe.
In the words of Stewie Griffin, victory shall be mine.
You're not saying she's aiming for world domination, do you?
Unfortunately, I fear I may be correct. And I'm concerned that if she hits Fort Pierce, if he awakens, considering how he knows the boiling point, the temperature for water, to the point where it evaporates, that's going to be a serious problem to deal with.
JT.
Yes, Michael?
I hate to interrupt. Radio just said, right, that she might be in her damn area. I think we might have found out her next location.
We are just now halfway through the scenario. How much more elemental bullshit is in this scenario?
You think this is long? Just wait until you see some of the scenarios that are out there now. Some even go past the 3-hour mark.
Well, fruity doody do, once again.
0.40 megahertz. This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service Forecast Office in The National Weather Service in Hanford, California has issued a flash flood warning for
California. Getting rain instead of burning. Gee, this is a first.
Repeating, a flash flood warning has been issued until 2:15 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time for the following county.
Paul, turn off your motherfucking phone ringer during the broadcast, damn it.
Taco Banco, tinkle outside the binkle.
Oh my god, I'm so scared of that laugh. Shut the fuck up. Fort Wayne. All my homies hate Fort Wayne.
Stop! Do not approach this individual by any means necessary.
Well, god fucking damn, Indiana got that trip though. Ouch. What the hell?
The day that Indiana gets any form of grip will be the day I admit that I'm gay.
If you spot this individual...
Last I checked, the BMH is Unix based. It shouldn't be glitching out like Windows Vista.
Have a good swim, everyone.
Bitch, This scenario was released on Halloween night. There's no fucking way that people would be swimming in the middle of the fucking fall when water temperatures are below 60 degrees.
And I have an anaconda that don't want none of that flood water, especially while it's slippery when wet. Fuck's sake, it's so wet the fucking dam could have already burst in Louisville. All for what? Some cloud or something? We creators lost a considerable amount of clout because of that hydrokinetic asshole and her pyrokinetic sidekick. And you know what? Just for the name mention of Miss Valerie, add 1 more million sins to it.
Not yet. I have a good roast coming up. You're gonna love this. Are you done yourself out for your cloud chasing sister yet? No, seriously, are you done? Nobody wants to see a sex tape between 2 supernatural assholes that resemble the petty knockoffs of the last airbenders. I'm surprised Viacom and MTV haven't requested this scenario to be taken down due to these blatant knockoffs. Finally, WXM80 gets some action again. Took ya long enough.
You're listening to Noah's All Hazards Radio.
I feel offended.
Civil danger warning. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Connecticut Emergency Management Agency.
Correction, the Connecticut Division of Emergency Management and Homeland Security.
Authorities have also identified the being as Miss Valerie. Miss Valerie is capable of causing mass devastation to anything in her sights.
Funny how the viewers already knew her name from the lore segment 20 minutes prior, and yet the authorities are just now learning of the name. Why wasn't this reported to law enforcement earlier?
This is an extremely dangerous situation, and should not be ignored.
Repetition, repetition, repeat fucking tition.
I will show no mercy to anyone or anything. I will sweep everything and everyone away.
Imagine knocking off multiple weather radio stations across the country for the purpose of gaining clout and feeding your hydrokinetic ego. This just proves that you're a class 1 hoe for attention.
Damn, that wave was bigger than the last sh I gave about the cloud chasing ass bunches.
Okay, we just got this report in. Miss Valerie's next location of impact could be here in Las Vegas. Oh my god. She's heading to the Hoover Dam, isn't she? Oh, our index going off. The dam sirens are activating.
Automatic sin is automatic. You know the drill.
Miss Valerie has been spotted on the Hoover Dam, and it is believed she will destroy the structure, causing historic flooding to occur.
Can't tell if this is San Andreas or not. Similar storyline, except the Hoover Dam was destroyed by a 7.1 magnitude earthquake.
In addition, witnesses have reported Miss Valerie's appearance to change slightly. Her black dress is torn at the bottom half, and her light blue cardigan has rips all over it.
Now this would be the part where the Rule 34 artists try to imagine what that would look like. Instead, they cower and run away in fear from the sheer ugliness of how that would look.
Her nails have grown longer and are now black. Her eyes are now glowing light blue, and her body is emitting the same color mentioned in previous alerts. Her hair also has turned into water itself, blending in with the flood waters.
How does this bitch? You know what? Never mind. I already mentioned the Viacom deal. I'm not gonna go over it again.
As Miss Valerie causes her destruction, she...
Skip.
Safety alert. Safety alert.
Take away one sin for featuring the HD radio alerts.
danger warning for the Alabama coast. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Mobile and Baldwin County Emergency Management and the Alabama Coast Guard.
Excuse me, last I checked, I fucking replaced Craig before Paul replaced me. Do you mean to tell me that Craig came back and took over the microphone in this scenario?
What? Nobody replaced me. For all we know, that station could be using NWS cap.
Yeah, and what good would that do? The station used in this scenario was a Sage 3644, and the only encoder known to have the Craig voice with cap is the TFT911+.
An earthquake in the Gulf of Mexico has been reported and has generated a tsunami that is taking a direct path towards Mobile. Authorities believe that this earthquake and tsunami was caused by Miss Valerie.
Damn bro, who woke up Big Blue Bubble Bass?
It is confirmed that Miss Valerie now has the ability to cause earthquakes.
Breaking f***ing news. Hydrokinetic bitch app goes Dave Madsen sicko mode. When things don't go her way with society prompting 100.1 magnitude earthquake in the wrong side of Florida. Find out what happens the next time IEM bot goes down.
Witnesses also reported Miss Valerie to be growing more aggressive and devious as she generates more floods.
Note that the word devious was used in this alert, and take a quick look at the definition in this screenshot. If you are familiarized with vocabulary, you could see how this word is properly being used. However, if you have seen various people in multiple Discord servers in the EAS community, you'd realize that the term has been thrown around incorrectly, adding one sin for improper vocabulary.
Her black heels have also been lost entirely due to confrontations with people in some areas.
Oh god no, South Carolina foot fetish siren squeaker got to water bitch's feet. God knows what up shit that guy is gonna do now. For all we know he could shove her heels right up his ass and down his throat and bag himself in the middle of an orgy of epic fucking fail with all of those Jedward and One Direction fembrats. I mean seriously, what the f has this guy gotten into? It honestly wouldn't surprise me if he drew Rule 34 of Miss Valerie and Presley having a
Okay, let's not get this video demonetized. This series is my only stable source of income.
Miss Valerie should not be approached at all costs.
Wish you would have told me that in August 2019, when I first met the bitch.
All residents in Mobile and Baldwin counties are advised to evacuate from the coast now and seek higher ground immediately.
Okay, sure, let me just inhale all of these conveniently placed Doritos Locos Tacos.
Give me my
oh no.
taco.
This is my fucking lunch break.
You will not escape. No one will be going anywhere except hell!
You first, Gulagoon headass. Also, a necessary demonic laugh is unnecessary. Skip. Can you fucking stop pointing out the obvious? Jesus Christ, this is a fucking scenario based on lore, not a children's book about an ugly fucking duckling with superpowers, bitch.
Civil danger warning. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Orleans Parish Emergency Management and the Louisiana Coast Guard. An earthquake has been reported in the Gulf of Mexico and has generated a mega tsunami, which is heading straight for the state of Louisiana.
Something just came to mind with all of these civil danger warnings pertaining to these tsunamis. Wouldn't a tsunami warning have been more sufficient instead?
In addition, authorities believe this earthquake and tsunami event was known as Miss Valerie.
Okay, I just realized this is another bitch that doesn't deserve any spotlight in the EAS community. Congratulations, you're getting sinned. Skippity skip.
This is the voice of the National Weather Service, NOAA Weather Radio, station KHP34.
I know Miami doesn't have Paul set up to be slower than a snail covered in molasses. One sin for inaccuracy.
From the National Weather Service Forecast Office, located on the main campus of Florida International University. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Miami and Fort Lauderdale listening area. A tsunami warning is in effect for coastal areas of southeast Florida, including the following counties: Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach.
It's almost as if this scenario read my mind.
At 3:15 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on November 1st, an earthquake with a preliminary magnitude of 9.5 occurred 45 miles north of Arecibo, Puerto Rico.
Miami doesn't do timestamps. Just hearing a National Weather Service office that doesn't say timestamps say the timestamps makes me cringe. Genius, did you learn nothing from the previous alerts you scripted?
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Washtenaw County Emergency Management. Widespread destruction has been reported in the city of Ypsilanti, Michigan. At 3:59 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a large earthquake registering a magnitude of 9.9 on the Richter scale occurred at latitude 42.242 north, longitude 83.620 west, or about 5 miles east of Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Last I checked, Paul only reads out the first decimal of latitude and longitude readings.
At this time, mass devastation has been reported in the city, with numerous buildings collapsed, and, disturbingly, cracks having been sighted near the Peninsular Paper Dam.
Dam's always ruining our damn fun. Damn the dam's already, you lazy shits. I need to take a massive dump.
I don't think the audience needed to know that.
Shut the f*** up. The goddamn Microsoft Sam needs to take a massive and he needs to take it now.
Do not return to these areas until an all clear has been given by local officials. A tsunami warning is in effect for the southeastern coast of Florida until further notice. Miss Valerie, the female responsible for many cataclysmic floods as well as other tsunamis in the Gulf of Mexico, has been spotted in coastal Miami-Dade County and has caused an earthquake in the Atlantic Ocean near the coast of Florida and has generated a tsunami as a result.
Good luck counting those votes now.
To catastrophic damage to the southern coast of Florida, including the city of Miami. Major damage is expected along the entire southern half of Florida as well as the Florida Keys. Urgent action should be taken immediately to protect life and property. Wave heights cannot be predicted and can vary significantly depending on the area, and the first wave may not be the largest. A tsunami is a series of large ocean waves that are not surfable waves. All residents on or near the southeastern coast of Florida, including the city of Miami, are required to evacuate to higher ground now.
This could have easily been another tsunami warning bulletin instead of using the civil danger warning code. Well, most of the text could have been used for it, at least.
If you refuse to evacuate, you will be putting your life in extreme danger. Do not wait, evacuate now. Failure to evacuate will result in almost this action being your last.
As the rising waters surround you all, you won't even know what land is anymore. And maybe in the immediate future, the world shall become mine.
Oh my god, I'm so scared Queen is gonna take a piss on the Atlantic coast. Skippity skip skip skip.
Nuclear power plant warning. Nuclear power plant warning. This is not a drill.
Sheeran Harris nuclear power plant go skippity bop boom dada. Oh wait, that's the wrong state.
General emergency now in effect for Turkey Point.
Bitch, this is a Halloween scenario, not a Thanksgiving scenario. Quit gobbling up the good shit.
A massive tsunami generated by Miss Valerie, now estimated to be at 55.6 feet high, has just impacted the entire southern half of Florida, including the city of Miami, as well as the majority of Miami-Dade County, prompting a general emergency at the Turkey Point Nuclear Generating Station.
Hydrokinetic bitch ass temper tantrums volume 69. Florida hasn't counted the election votes fast enough.
Extreme damage has been reported at the plant, along with some reports that the reactor cores may have released some elements of radioactive materials into the air.
And this, children, is why you don't give Microsoft Sam the radioactive tacos from Waluigi's taco stand.
Why I ought to slap.
And with that, here's a sin.
Because of potential explosions that may result from critical breaches of the core, releasing radioactive particles, all residents living within a 75-mile radius of the Turkey Point nuclear power plant are advised to evacuate immediately for their safety. Remember to turn off electricity and gas. Turn off all heating and air conditioning units. Lock all windows and doors, and gather all the people in your home. Do not attempt to pick up children or relatives at schools, hospitals, or nursing homes. These facilities have their own emergency procedures.
It's South Florida. Everyone is probably gonna be relaxing on the coastline instead of listening to emergency alerts.
When you evacuate, tie a white towel to a visible location of your house, such as a door or mailbox. This will tell emergency managers that you are aware of the situation. Do not use the towel if you need assistance.
What kind of assistance?
Assistance assuming the position.
No, put that stupid chainsaw down.
Put on an approved gas mask rated NBC to avoid being exposed to radioactive materials. As the devastating flood waves continue to cause havoc across the country, it appears that there is nothing that can stop this individual.
Oh please, as if that bastardized faced cockmaster of a whiny little resting bitch face of a waffle could cause that much devastation to begin with. If anything, she could shed a tear in my face only for me to wipe it off in pure disgust. Oh wait, that's right, she couldn't. Pathetic.
Devastating to catastrophic flooding shall continue. These floods will never stop as I am here. I am the evil mistress of drowning floods.
I am the evil mistress of drowning floods.
Correction, you are the evil mistress of
these nuts.
Okay, seriously, meme generator, what the absolute hell is wrong with you? Every fucking time I tried to do something funny you glitch and crash like your average Linux Mint distro.
Nobody is safe from me!
Except myself and Microsoft Sam. Skip.
Safety alert. Safety alert.
Civil danger warning for the state of Arizona. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Arizona Emergency Management Agency.
Correction, allow me to get David in here.
This is a statewide activation of the emergency alert system. This is the Arizona Department of Public Safety.
Advised to be on the lookout for any
You fools have pushed me down for too long!
Look who's f***ing talking. This is coming from the same bitch who gets bent out of shape whenever IEM-bot goes down, and she always tries to override any sort of authority she is faced with. So to answer your question from earlier, Miss Valerie and this cloud chaser you spoke of are the same damn thing. Oh, and to the hydrokinetic squad, you say you have been pushed down. Funny how you say that, but yet at the same time people have cowered in fear over the same shit that you have done to everyone else, not just in the scenario, but in real life as well. Grow the f*** up.
Now you will pay! You will all pay! Feel the wrath and anger of Miss Valerie! No!
For the god knows how many ETH time by now. Skip.
Wait a minute. Who said on a weekly by accident?
Oh no. This isn't good. We've just received something on the encoder here.
Allow me to contribute another skip. I would rather not associate myself with the bitch who voiced as the great value version of my OC. Thank you very much.
Are you f***ing happy, you damn children? You got your emergency action notification that you've been longing for throughout the 2 hours you've watched this scenario.
F the children. I wipe my ass with the children.
Please stand by. The President of the United States or his designated representative will be speaking shortly.
My fellow Americans.
Oh sure, it only makes sense for the true creator of this scenario to do the voice work of the president.
This is not a test.
I think we all know that EANs aren't a test. Well, maybe not people with dementia or short-term memory loss, but that's for another time.
I repeat, this is not a test.
We fucking get it, no need to repeat, that this isn't a test for fuck's sake.
A national crisis is taking place.
National crisis. Ah yes, because national crises are revolved around an egocentric female version of Colonel Sanders who used the leftover chicken grease for her makeup and the breading for the fried chicken as her clothing. I would rather stuff my face with half-eaten waffles and all of the drama from the communities I've been in than to even consider looking at this fat bitch who considers herself to be a higher level of being in a community that she clout-chased in.
Oh my fucking god, no wonder my chicken tenders tasted so bad. This is why McDonald's chicken is so much better.
All chicken is bad. She's too much of a chicken shit to care about her own kind. Not even the McDonald's chicken is a saving grace.
Do not talk shit about my chicken McNuggets.
Many cities in several states across the country are completely submerged underwater due to cataclysmic and unprecedented flooding, including locations such as Louisville, Kentucky.
Interrupting people mid-sentence. That sounds incredibly familiar and realistic to her behavior behind the scenes.
The fuck?
Okay, I'll give bonus points for the use of this carry formatting for the prolific character generator, but can someone explain to me how this man is getting a TV signal without the use of an antenna or cable box? I've been to his house before, and I remember seeing a satellite dish at the edge of his driveway. That satellite dish is so broken from Dish Network taking a massive that it probably can't even get a proper signal.
Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Whoa.
Community Heroes time. Prepare your assholes, everyone.
Ah yes, the bitch who only contributed to the scenario by being a character. This woman is overflowing with clout she doesn't deserve, not water.
She's a pie, right? If only she was able to make women wet instead of relying on a ripped-off OC to do it.
Jesus H. Tap Dancing Christ, it's a blue whale. Everybody run!
They asked me how Valerie's videos are her content. Well, it's simple. This is how I sum it up.
Wait, hold on. Take a step back here. This is happening in 2019, by the way. You know, if you wanted to make an appearance, why is it in the form of a poor analog horror execution? Pretty sure I'd rather rejoice to the moon than some glitchy water queen who somehow has poorer service than AT&T.
I can't tell if the static effects are Miss Valerie's clout in the air or if it's just naturally there because of her presence. I really can't tell the difference because looking at it...
Jesus H. Christ!
What the f*** is that Eldritch abomination of an excuse of an Elder God's elemental cake? Just, what the f*** even is that? Some excuse of a water slide knockoff bitch whose only excuse for flooding everything was because of some lore? Even I could write better lore for a character. For now, I'm chalking this up to soulish character does soulish things to the point where mass f***ing genocide occurs cliche.
Oh boy, where do I even start?
First of all, your outfit doesn't even match the one described in any of the alert bulletins for the past, I don't know, 2 hours that the scenario's been going on. Secondly, you think that hijacking TV signals is the best way to communicate to your quote-unquote subjects about how you expect to continue your pathetic reign of terror when Max Headroom did the same damn thing and failed miserably. Thirdly, I should mention that you contributed literally nothing to this scenario despite collaborating with Michael. Like, all you did was just contribute, like, voice lines. Michael basically bent himself over backwards and forwards doing all the screen work and doing all the scripting for the alerts and the storyline itself. And if I should add one final thing, it's funny how you think that you're still relevant in the EAS community despite all the stuff that you've done. Cheating on and manipulating your boyfriends, flirting with your best friend's fiancés behind their backs, and every little fucking thing in between. Well, let me just tell you right now, sweetheart, that shit don't fly in any online community whatsoever. There's a reason why you were ousted out of the friend group that I'm in, and there's a good reason why it'll stay that way for many years to come. You think you can just weasel your way back in, but none of us are that stupid. Simply put, your reign of clout chasing and your quote-unquote absolute terror, all that shit is over. You're done.
What the?
Hello, fellow Americans. If you're hearing this broadcast, you're dead already. I just thought you should hear my voice for the final time before, your doom occurs.
No fucking way.
I've been planning this for such a long while now.
No way.
I can finally say
No
with
way.
great pride of myself to know that I, Miss Valerie,
That's
have finally succeeded in her reality.
You said cloud chasing bitch incorrectly.
The best part is, none of you had any idea that the storm was coming.
Oh please, given Fraternal Firestorm's plot I can guarantee you that this shit was coming.
No way.
Mark my words as I say this, ladies and gentlemen. Humanity will die.
Humanity will die. Okay, this totally doesn't give off any terrorist vibes right there.
Half of the entire country is submerged at this point, with no escape.
Teleportation commencing.
You think you're all safe now, don't you?
Uh-oh.
Let me just
This
correct you by
is
saying,
insane.
you are all so wrong.
This is insane.
Let this be a huge warning to you all.
As if I could really give a shit about your stupid little message. I'd turn it off but then the ending credits would roll, and the scenario would end on a cliffhanger. Oh, wait.
For I am the mistress of blood, the mistress of water, and most of all,
these nuts.
Fucking really. Not even a reboot helped. Last episode it was this encounter, and now this time it's the meme generator.
What is she doing? What is she doing? Whoa! Oh shit, the ground's shaking. Whoa!
Okay, is it normal to actually be scared of something that can't happen on a supernatural basis? If Mistress Fat shook the ground so much to the point where television and radio signals were knocked out, how are these messages even going over the air?
My fellow Americans, assuming our broadcast does not get interrupted again.
And before it does,
unprecedented flooding continues to occur, it is likely that the entire planet will be inundated. In addition, there will be no way of escaping this deadly event, and there will be no way of stopping Miss Valerie. Our beautiful planet Earth will be nothing more than a watery grave.
Sounds just like rising heat and absolute zero, but instead of fire and ice, it's water. Now if you'll excuse me, per Rudy's request, I have to find the nearest bridge, and take a piss off of it.
So before I go under, I ask all of our remaining residents of the United States to gather all loved ones and live our final moments before the lights dim down.
Doom and gloom. Ugh, gross.
As the waters start to rise rapidly in my location, I end this final message to the nation and ask that God save us all. Goodbye. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America.
I'm glad that there's no Romans 6-3 bull like there was in the past, otherwise I would have seen this part to the maximum.
So it seems your insolence in this mass genocide has led to one thing that you have desired, huh? World domination? A cliche that is usually seen with some characters who go on a mass murdering spree? That is by far one of the most pathetic excuses I have ever seen for a character. Also, overused event code cliche.
You know what? I've seen enough. Overload that sing counter.
We are flying low in the air by helicopter right now to keep a close eye on the situation, and oh my god. Everything is underwater.
Everything is underwater, including my warehouses of tacos. You bastards.
Up here, Steve. Up here. Here. Pan up here to the left. Pan up here. Come on. Oh my god. The Capitol building is completely submerged. The Washington Monument is barely visible anymore. And... oh my god. Oh no. There she is! She's coming for us! Turtle 180!
Skip, evil bitches laughs are needed.
I have returned.
Oh great, time to see how fire and water officially mix for the first time in the history of bend your noodles and schmexy hits.
Jesus Christ, now we got two people showing their clout on display in public in front of everybody watching this video now. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking making this, but if I may be permitted again with another pun, this time from Chester Stone, directed to Presley. You can probably piece this together. Her clout is an extreme semen fest because of the following reference.
Oh my god! Look at them kids! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me, ma'am. All those kids yours? God motherfucking damn, you need to put a lock on your God motherfucking damn!
Who the hell is this?
Presley! What the hell are you doing here?
You know exactly what I'm here for. I want you to stop all of this.
Never! Not after what you did to my hometown! Not after what you did to Louisville!
Oh please, as if Louisville is even that special with bitch cloud chasers like yourself.
Not after how you went against me!
Would you let that shit go already?
You're one to talk, pyrokinetic bitch.
How can I? I'm here to exact my revenge. That's why Fort Wayne got flooded by me.
And you had to target my closest friend in contact, didn't you? All because of what I warned him about while he was passed out.
There was a lot of missed opportunity for lore in Fraternal Firestorm too, but yet you had to drag it out to this scenario, because you and your cloud-chasing wannabes get together and bunk butts for bunk buddies and some other cringeworthy shit.
You should know who that is. You shook and flooded his house while glitching his TV, while the quote-unquote emergency action notification was being displayed.
I'm back, bitches. Okay, what the f did I miss? More cloud chaser shenanigans and whatnot. Good. so not much.
You did not have to know that.
Yesterday, before you caused a nationwide pandemic, he called me and let me know what you were causing.
Oh, no.
Plus, I saw it unfold on every fucking news outlet in the country.
You have to understand why I am doing this.
You have to understand why I'm doing this. Sounds like something the cloud chasers would say whenever they are caught doing something wrong.
It's because I have a destiny of my own to exact my revenge on everyone, including you, for going against me.
But is it worth it?
Oh. Yes, it is.
This entire conversation sounds like a confrontation between two lovers.
You can't deny that.
I won't be surprised if I need to replace the skip button after this episode.
I want this to end.
Very familiar words from a cloud-chasing bitch.
We are seeing some conversations taking place among these two. It appears that Miss Valerie is talking to this other individual named Presley. And just by hearing that name, that certain individual caused havoc across the country with fire last year.
No Sherlock. Fraternal Firestorm 1 and 2 were a thing. No need to give us a recap, motherf***.
What is going on here?
Stop! I want to make amends with you.
Those very words.
Half-assed in their own nature.
Huh?
You heard me correctly.
What do you mean?
This grudge we have against each other, I want it to stop. Right here, right now. I can't let go of the fact that you and I are sisters for life.
But we both have
opposing powers. I am aware of that. But honestly, should we even continue further?
But you said on the day we went against each other, we would be sworn enemies for life. And this isn't like any other grudge. This is an eternal grudge.
Kind of like the grudges you have against the community.
But who said I couldn't stop it?
I don't know what to say.
Look, Valerie, I'm pretty sure we both had enough of hating each other. Yes, we both made mistakes. But why can't we just spare each other? Let alone all of these people. What did they do to you?
Nothing.
Exactly. I know how much you hate me right now. But honestly, ever since I did what I did last year, my grudge against you has decreased. It's pretty much gone at this point.
Calling bullshit on that.
You don't need this, and neither do I. I'm just gonna say this now. Valerie, you're always gonna be my sister for life. I love you. I really do. Yeah, you made some mistakes. You've had failures. You've had success, as have I. But we just can't continue on like this, hating each other for life. Why do you think I haven't caused any havoc since then?
Are you serious about this, Press?
Absolutely. I'm done being evil, and I'm done being your enemy.
Coming from the same person that says, I know how to break someone. Yeah, you're done being evil, my
I don't want to be your enemy anymore, and I don't want you to be mine. What do you say, Valpal?
Valpal?
You just called me Valpal.
Mm-hmm.
Presley, that was my childhood nickname you used to call me.
Did you think I'd forget?
My WTF train goes WTF WTF chugga chugga 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 nagash fat is going what fat is going what nagash fat is going what fat is going what nagash fat is going what fat is going what nagash fat is going what fat is going what nagash fat is going what fat is going what sword and air fat is going what yeah.
Yes, actually.
Well, I didn't. That is how dedicated I am to making this work out between the two of us.
Okay. Truce!
Truce.
I love you, sis.
I love you too.
Then what the f*** was the point of that genocidal route then, if we're going to come to a truce with the very person who you blamed for causing this genocidal route of yours in the first place? Think about it. If you're going to come to a truce with someone who you blamed for this genocidal route of yours, doesn't that defeat the purpose of it? Oh, and one more thing. That sibling lore idea would have worked if, oh, I don't know, your sister wasn't some genocidal pyrokinetic redhead who said one day, fuck the world, haha, and took a genocide route similar to the one that fucking Frisk would have taken in Undertale. Like, come on, you don't have no rhyme or reason for your genocidal acts, so you're likely going to be hunted down by law enforcement and perhaps other characters anyway.
Well, would you look at that? This is one of the most historical moments we have ever seen on WJLA News. Reporting live from Washington, D.C., this is Kent Howard for WJLA 24/7. It looks like we finally have peace.
Oh yes, the everything turns back to normal cliché.
Okay. Back the f*** up here. I'm filming this scene on, what's today's date? Saturday, November 6th. So, something I just noticed. The TV, so keep in mind, I've been to Michael's house and I know where some of the stuff is. So, in this scene, during the EAN, the TV was facing right by the end of the hallway by the staircase leading to his basement. But in this scene, it's over by the window facing towards, I assume, one of the side yards or something. How the f*** did the TV move from that spot to the other spot in the span of a day? Is this house cursed or something? Because I don't remember this happening.
I'm not dead. The sun is back out. It's back. Where did the floods go? It's all gone. All the flooding is gone.
Yep, this is definitely the everything goes back to normal cliché.
Everything's back to normal. How?
Time travel.
Where did my HH go?
Okay, I know this was made in 2019, but hey, Michael, your HH was last spotted on the bullseye on the target.
Aha! There it is. Still has a bad signal.
Man's got the Dringo Star haircut, like what the f.
I look like f.
Dear Michael, if you're reading this, you're probably surprised you didn't die this time. I just wanted to extend my personal apologies to you for causing those terrifying floods earlier in the day. I was blinded by my past and wasn't able to see what I was truly doing. You calling Presley was the right thing to do. I don't want to make this letter too lengthy for you to read, so allow me to cut to the chase. I'm so sorry for scaring you, Michael. and your friends, and the destruction I've caused.
If you were sorry about the destruction you caused in that note of yours, you wouldn't have done it several months later, personally.
By the way, since I know how addicted you are to Forza, you may want to take a look at what you're driving. You'll thank me later. Take care, bud. Sincerely, Miss Valerie.
Well, there's a sight for sore eyes.
Okay, aside from Valerie being associated with the car, I gotta admit it looks really damn good. Now if only this was a Camaro or a Challenger.
Until we meet again, Miss Valerie. Take care.
Imagine Valerie, a hydrokinetic mass genocide bitch.
This true stuff? I guess you could say Southern hospitality did them in.
Holy crap in a bucket. Guys, thank you so much for putting up with this entire episode. I will make an announcement though. I may have to put the series on hiatus for at least a little while. And the constant requests have something to do with it, but in all due respect, my laptop is just slowly getting worse in terms of speed. It was literally lagging during the entire editing process. It was driving me nuts. So, something to keep in mind is that my laptop is a bit old. I want to say it's a late 2013 Retina model. Actually, it is a late 2013 Retina model. I am going to be saving up some money to hopefully get a new MacBook Pro. I'm definitely eyeing the new 14 inches that came out. Those things are freaking sexy. But yeah, one thing I did want to say is I really appreciate your support on this entire series. More episodes are to come. Definitely stay tuned. But for now, I'm going to give this series a little bit of a break, even though it's been like months since the last episode came up. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And with that, let's get into the final sin count.
Find the nearest toilet to take a massive shit in.